She was beside herself. She was beside herself. Or he was beside herself. Or I'm beside myself. What does that mean? That means basically simply to be very excited about something. That's a way to say you're very extremely excited. I was beside myself. You were beside yourself. He was beside himself when something happened, right? But why do we say that? Beside literally means next to, right? But why does it mean to be beside yourself? Why does that mean to be overly excited about something? Well, this takes us back to the 15th and the 16th centuries. Back then, the predominant language for literature, at least in the Western world, was French. Right? There was Latin, but French was mostly written. And by the end of the 15th century and the 16th century, then printing presses and printers started translating books and writing them in English. And when they got to the word hors de soi, forgive my French pronunciation, but when they got to that, how did they translate it? They translated it outside of oneself. And originally, it meant to be crazy. Like literally, when somebody was crazy in a piece of literature, in a story, they were outside of oneself, outside of himself. Moving through as language does, it evolves, it changes, it becomes beside himself. It can still mean crazy. But we also have another expression that we use to be crazy about something, means to be overly excited, to be very excited. I'm crazy about Nutella. I love Nutella. I'm crazy about Breaking Bad. I'm crazy about Rocky. I've seen all of the Rocky movies so much I could quote them without watching it. But going back to our expression, to be beside yourself, it was just Christmas time. My daughter Sophia is 3.5 years old. When she woke up, came out, saw the presents, and opened them up, she was beside herself with joy and excitement. She was beside herself when she saw the presents. She was beside herself when she saw the presents and when she was opening the presents. You can see the joy in her face, the sincere excitement. She was beside herself. Dante, my boy, is a little too young. In a few years, he'll be beside himself too. Remember, beside herself, but a boy beside himself. Beside herself, she was beside herself. He was beside himself. He was beside himself. This means really excited, overjoyed, and it comes from a translation from a French expression. How about that? It's curious. The more you know, right? So add this to your vocabulary, your expressions, start using it and using it more naturally. I'll be beside myself if you do that.